So years ago, I had a student who started taking his shoes off at school, and he did it often. Like it seemed like every time you turn around, he was taking his shoes off or his shoes were already off. And so the adults in the classroom would tell him to put them back on, or they would help him get them back on. But it was just this constant thing. Like he takes his shoes off and the adults tell him to put them back on. And it wasn't something that he had always done. It was relatively new, but nobody really gave it a second thought, which is the problem. Because lo and behold, lo and frickin' behold, this kid had blisters, nasty blisters under his socks. He was taking his shoes off because his feet hurt, because the shoes were hurting him. He was also non speaking and he didn't have a reliable modality to communicate that his feet were hurting. So, what we were doing by putting the shoes back on was painful, was causing him pain. Imagine being that child. The best way you can communicate that something's wrong with your feet is by taking your shoes off, but nobody understands that. And in fact, they just keep putting them back on. We need to do better. We need to start looking at what else could be going on. What's the bigger picture? What's under the surface here? We need to be asking questions instead of just taking everything at surface value because we could have helped him and probably could have healed those blisters quicker.